Hey guys, this is Sergio. Welcome back to the channel. So right now I'm kind of excited because I'm on my way to see a building that they're selling. Um, in reality, I don't have any money. I don't have any money saved up, unfortunately. But the guy that's selling it is an older gentleman. He's of a friend. He's a friend of a friend. They're both investors, and he told me that we might actually work something out. Right now, I haven't told you guys, but I put my sixplex on the market. I gave it to a realtor friend, so he can list it on MLS and try to sell it. So I have about $100,000 in equity right there, and I have some other houses that are paid off. So this guy's an investor, so he said that we might be able to trade some rentals for the building. He hasn't told me the price yet. He told me go and see it first. I want you to fall in love with it, and then I'll and then I'll hit you with the price. So I'm gonna turn the camera around so you guys can see.
New text message from Abel Salazar.
I actually don't know how to turn the camera away. We're getting near. This is an intersection of a high traffic street. Here's a car wash, and then an auto zone. It's locally owned. So it's that building there in orange or pink, I might say. There's an empty lot here, and this is actually the building. It's a two-story building. So I'm gonna drive around so you guys can see all of it. It's a corner lot. It looks much bigger than my convenience store. So I'm planning on. It's still up in the air, but I think I want to sell some of my real estate and get another convenience store. I'm starting to notice that what's producing more of my money, or almost all of my money, is a convenience store. So I think I'm gonna reorganize my portfolio, and I'm planning on getting another convenience store. So let me see. So this is another shot through the back. Right now, the convenience store is not being operated. So I'm gonna pull up over here in the front. This is like a small. It's a double wide, but they use it as a like a party venue. So they hold parties in there. So this is a nice plaza. There's some restaurants, some gym, some. I think there's a gym here, and some other offices, real estate, and so this is the building. I'm gonna zoom in. On the bottom, there used to be a convenience store, a meat market, and a meat market slash restaurant. So as you can see, they have like a porch there, an open area, and in the second story, and in the upstairs, there's 4 individual units that they're being rent out. I think right now there's 2 vacant and 2 of them are occupied. So there's 2 vacant units on the top, and one and the grocery store on the bottom is also vacant. I really don't know the story on as you can see, there's some traffic. This is not a high traffic street, but there's a lot of houses in the back, so you will see traffic the whole day. Plus, there's a big neighborhood around the store on both sides. So there's also a Burlington. I think 2 or 3 blocks away, maybe 4 blocks away. There's a Burlington store, and there's several restaurants. So there is traffic here around the area. Uh, so I really don't know the story on. I really don't know the story on why. I don't know if you guys can see me. I really don't know the story on why the convenience store closed. Um, I believe they were tenants. They were just renting because the investor that owns it is not gonna be running the meat market. He has a. I mean that's not his business. He's a high level investor, and he just buys and sells and rents them out. So to be honest, I've never been inside. Right now, I want to call the owner to see if he can show it to me. I spoke to him 2 days ago. He said he was gonna be in Laredo on Friday. So hopefully, right now I want to get down to see at least the exterior more closely. But I'm just waiting for those trucks to leave. That way they don't think it's funny that there's a guy with a camera filming them. So I was on my way to get my my Ram cleaned up. I was telling my wife, as you can see in the hood, I don't know if you can tell, but it's really dirty. I told her, I mean, it's a 2019, and you can't even tell that it's a new truck because it's real filthy. So I was gonna take it to a local car wash here in Laredo. That right now they charge $25 per truck, inside and outside. And right now, if you take 2 vehicles, you get the third one free. So I was gonna take my wife's SUV. Oh, I bought her a Mercedes SUV for Christmas. I have to make a video on that, and also the Pacifica that we use for the business. So right now I'm gonna go drop this off, and I'm gonna call my dad to see if he can give me a ride back home so I can take the other vehicle. So it's a busy Friday. So as you can see, I mean, there's a decent amount of traffic. So that truck is leaving. Make sure we're on drive. Let's go back inside. I remember a few, like a year ago, they were selling this empty lot in the front. I think they were asking like 40,000, and I wanted to buy it, but I didn't have any cash at the moment. And they sold it later on. They sold it, and then the buyer was reselling it for like 75 or 80,000. So I wonder if he sold it because it's still empty. It would be a good investment if I buy this property, to buy that empty lot, because maybe I can build some other plaza, or maybe I can use it as parking space. So let's get down, guys. Let's see. So as I see, I think there's a face-to-face unisex beauty salon. So there's a beauty salon on the top, and then there's some other business with lights. It's a good size. I think it's about 5,000 square feet. The building. I think it was 2,400 and some at the bottom, and 2,400 and some at the top. So here there's a good area to do a cookout. It's a good space to put some tables and like a restaurant. It's a very good area. I'm sorry about the wind, guys. Hopefully you guys can hear it, but there's a lot of wind. It's a nice day outside, so I'm gonna peek through the back. There's some old equipment, some old refrigerators, and I mean this space is also a good space. It can probably be used for something else. Right now it's basically used as storage space, but I think we can repurpose it for something else. So here, what I can see here, uh, hopefully you guys can hear me. What I can see here is probably having a barbecue grill and doing some cookouts and putting some tables here with some bright lights at nights, or you can see they have some Christmas lights there, uh, and making it more alive. Some radio at nights. Uh, so they were selling barbacoa and some other types of meats. I like that they have the entrance covered with security doors. There's some broken locks. Unfortunately, we cannot see anything because all the windows are covered. So I checked the local webcat, and it's valued at supposedly at 200,000. It's valued at 200,000. So, but that would be just basically just the building, the size, and I think the lot is about 12,000 square feet. The lot, so it's a good sized lot. It has enough parking space. Because basically a convenience store, I mean, they're not gonna be there. They're not gonna be in there for a long time. It just like the name of my store, In and Out. In and Out groceries. You just go and get what you need, and you're out of there. That's the convenience of a grocery store. So the parking space seems like enough. I let me count them. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's 8, and the same on the front. So it's 16, 17. So probably about 18 parking spaces should be enough. And I would just have to fix some of the spots and repaint the handicap. But as you can see, there's a big plus in the front, so all those people are hungry, and if you sell the right stuff, I mean, you can get a lot of clients. So I'm just gonna go quickly upstairs. There's people there, so I don't wanna scare them and have them call the police. So there's some I think they're the blue house that's already next door. It's a neighbor's. I wonder if they sell that house. This property looks abandoned. So the stairs look sturdy. They have concrete steps. Oh, there's somebody there. So it's a good space. It's a good space office. It has a really nice view of the highway of 35, Highway 35. And as you can see around, you guys zoom in, there's other restaurants in the area. Extreme Jump, Tacos Kissing, Ashley's Furniture. There's a lot more, but we cannot see them from here. So this is the second, or actually the third, the fourth, and the first and second. I don't want to go over there because there's people there. So as you can see, there's a lot of trash. It looks kind of kind of abandoned. I need some TLC. But hopefully, I'm gonna call the owner right now. Hopefully, we can work something out, and I can make some videos on on another store, In-N-Out Groceries number 2. So, uh, I mean, first I have to talk to God and make sure that I'm authorized. I don't want to make any move if God is not guiding me. So, but it looks like a prime location from what I can see. So, I just thought I would share with you guys the location. As soon as I get the numbers, I'll update how much he wants. And the only downside is that I'm not gonna have any financials. Excuse me, guys. That I'm not gonna have any financials on how much he makes, how much the convenience store makes, because the convenience store is closed. So I'm not gonna have any financials on that. But there seems to be a good amount of traffic, a lot more than where my convenience store is, because my convenience store is a neighborhood store. This actually is not a neighborhood store. This is actually like on a traffic area. As you can see, there's like a drive-through window there, so it says lemonade cup to 250. So the cooking area is probably in the inside, and the people will order through the window and they will sit here. So it's a very, very nice area. So I'll be calling the guy, and I'm gonna be taking my Ram to get it washed. And I'll let you know. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye.